Blessed be the Lord our strength. Good morning, everyone. We're now on Genesis 35, and our theme today is staying emotionally strong. Verse 1. Then God said to Jacob, "Go up to Bethel and settle there, and build an altar there to God who appeared to you when you were fleeing from your brother Esau." Now let's take note of the following incidences that happened to Jacob on his way to his homeland. Verse 8. Now Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died and was buried under the oak outside Bethel. Rebekah was Jacob's mother. Now the nurse who was looking after her died. That's the first incident. Incident number 2, verse 16. Then they moved on from Bethel. While they were still some distance from Ephrath, Rachel, Jacob's wife, began to give birth and had great difficulty. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. Imagine incident number 2. Jacob loses a wife during childbirth and is now left with a small child to look after, of which he has to continue on the journey. How painful it was. Then we move on to verse 22. While Israel, who was Jacob, was living in that region, Reuben, his firstborn son, went in and slept with his father's concubine Bilhah, and Israel heard of it. Imagine Jacob is mourning his wife. He's left with a small child to look after. Everyone is looking up to him to lead the way. And now he hears that his firstborn son just slept with his concubine. It was something else. Then verse 27. Jacob came home to his father Isaac in Marah near Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had stayed. Isaac lived 180 years. Then he breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people, old and full of years. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. The fourth blow. Jacob loses his father. As a man, I can only imagine the pain that he was going through. Men don't usually talk, they keep things to themselves. Considering he was also the head of the family, everyone was looking up to him, yet to handle all these 4 incidences alone, all the pain, all the turmoil, all the stress, thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to handle this situation? How am I going to look after this small child? Jacob had to be emotionally strong, yet to keep on moving forward. Only the Lord could strengthen him. At times, as men, as heads of the families, you carry a lot of burdens. And at times, you don't even have someone to tell or to lean on. As children will be looking up to you, as wives will be looking up to you, your parents will be looking up to you, a lot of responsibilities. But may God help you to stay emotionally strong. Look up to God, trust in Him, cast your burdens unto Him, and He'll help you to carry them. Be blessed today.